Yes, please.
And thank you once again. Thank you. First, let me start with, because these two issues that the CID was handling, they are issues that predates this administration. They were issues that happened in the last administration. Explain to us what the CID is trying to achieve.
Oh, okay, so issues of crime has been reported to the CID in the case of Wontumi, and you remember he was charged previously, and among the charges were inappropriate mining, water pollution, and mining in the forest zone. I think there were five or so. Then, before your case starts at court, you have to sit in front of the investigators for you to be charged officially. So he coming to Accra means that now he has been charged in the presence of the lawyer, and the charge has been read to him, and prosecution starts at court. So that is the one with me. With the one with the former attorney general, somebody report to the CID of an inappropriate behavior. It is left with the CID to investigate in line with standard procedure, considering all the charges that may come against her should he be found that he has actually misconducted himself. Otherwise, the investigation outcomes comes out to say we do not see any line that shows that in course of action for which he has been accused, there's any misbehavior. So that is where we are.
And you started by saying crime has no expiry date.
Definitely, yes. Definitely, yes.
But
And
is
some
this
investigators take 1 week to be over. Some investigators take 1 year. Some investigators take 5 years. It depends on the capacity of the investigators.
Oh, Mr. Commander, we are losing you there.
Because you know why?
Okay.
It's not every investigation outcome that leads to prosecution. So people must understand that for sure. But to the extent that prosecution is on the table, it means that the objective is clear. And if you listen to the Attorney General, he said the docket has not been officially presented to him. So they knew exactly what we were doing. So that is where we are now.
Oh, okay. But is there a point at which a matter becomes difficult to investigate? Because like I was saying, these things happened under the former administration. In fact, an investigation was triggered in the Wontumi matter. It did not, we do not know how it's concluded. Now, this administration has decided to look into this matter. Has time not passed?
No, to the extent that we say some investigations could be cracked in a day, or some could be cracked a year, or 5 years, or 10 years. It has no expiring date. Something may happen and the investigator may be transferred, or resources assigned to the investigation could be forestalled, or anything could happen. But for we as investigators, once we want to crack it open, whatever it will take and how long it will take to crack it open, we will. But then again, if you listen to the Attorney General carefully, it means that the job was done and the decision to go to court was not there. And even when he came to power, he found it difficult to locate the docket until somebody boldly brought the docket to him. So which means that the job has actually been done. So that is where we are.
Oh, and I'm guessing that helps in investigating the matter, because I'm always wondering, is it easier to investigate a matter when it happens or many months after it happens?
No. It doesn't matter. For instance, like the Z9 crash, if after 1 year you still want to investigate it, we can get to the crime scene and reconstruct the crime scene and begin to connect the dot, and we'll crack it open. So it doesn't really matter at all. There may be some difficulties from the initial stage, but or somewhere along the middle, if certain people have changed address or they are dead or something. But we are investigators and we have the tools at our disposal, and we know exactly what to do depending on who committed the crime and the nature of the crime that has been committed. Then investigative objective. Because like I said, it's not all investigations that land at court. And so once prosecution becomes an objective or an option on the table, the determinations are different. That is to say that when Lawyer Martin Pebu said that all criminals should be jailed within 48 hours. That is the basic standard. As a matter of fact, and honestly speaking, it depends on the crime that has been committed and the nature of the offender. So to that regard, it's not all offenses and offenders who will be released based on the 48-hour rule. It depends on the crime that is committed, the exigencies of the time, what the investigation objective is, and the person who committed the crime. These are all tools and options available to investigators, and they use them when they needed to be used.
And what is your assessment of both cases? First,
now that Attorney General has, I have done security risk assessment based on Galamsey and the threat it posed to Ghana, and the food business and the cost to minerals and all that. For the past 5 years, we have done it. So I'm aware of this case. Now that Attorney General has the docket, let's see the way it play out in court, because today they are going to court and they will begin the procedure, the prosecution process. When you are going to court, two things as investigator you are looking at: admissible evidence and inadmissible evidence. If the Attorney General is sure of what he has seen and knows that those evidence can pass the test in court, then he can go to court and make the argument. And those are the evidence we give it to the prosecutor, who is the Attorney General, and he must go and make the case. If there's a time that he needed more, then we'll go back to the field and give it to him. Other than that, he must go to court and make the case. Now, when you are called to, you are not just interested in admissible evidence and inadmissible. You are also mindful of the procedural processes you have to go through. They call it trial processes and court proceedings. If you get any of these two things wrong, you can also have a problem. And Attorney General is a professor and a doctor. He's aware and he knows the rules of engagement at the court. So I believe he will push it through. With the Godfrey Dami's case, when the matter came out first, all of us thought, no, that is an inappropriate action. Then subsequently, you saw how it played out. Let's wait and see what will be the outcome of investigation from the CID. Then what action to be taken next.
On the Godfrey Dami matter, are you convinced that the CID is the best next step?
Oh, no, when it comes to investigation, all the investigation institutions can investigate the same case at the same time or at different times. To the extent that we can just send the petition to them, then they become the leading investigator in this matter.
And do you see a criminal conduct?
I didn't hear.
Yes, and I'm asking whether you think there's a case of criminal conduct to be made.
That will be done by the lead investigators. But from the onset, considering the fact that Richard Japa is a crime witness, meeting him in the house of a sitting Supreme Court judge, all of us thought, no, that is not appropriate. Then when you listen to the tapes and the matters being discussed on the tape, I think some of us think it went a little bit too far. But now there's an investigation that has begun. Let's wait and see the outcome.
An interesting thing you said, and to conclude on this note, is that not all investigations lead to prosecution.
Yeah, exactly. So there are various reasons why private institutions or the state will want to investigate somebody. Some may lead to reformation, some may lead to punitive actions, some may lead to disciplinary actions, some may lead to internal control reforms, and some may lead to policymakers to change a position or a structure on a particular matter. And of course, where there are criminal issues, then prosecution becomes the option.
Always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Richard Kumado is fraud and security consultant. Join us on the line on this. So two issues, two separate things the CID did yesterday. In fact, ironically, both of them are from the New Patriotic Party. There is, of course, Chairman Wontumi, Bernard Entry Bosiako. Then what? How do you say?
Entry Bosiako.
Huh?
Bosiako. Entry Bosiako.
Okay. Who is popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Then there is Godfrey Adami, who is former Attorney General and Minister for Justice, who who is the subject of a petition from Richard Jakpa to the Criminal Investigations Department. So you said you have...
I have lawyer Frank Davis.
Okay.
And I have former deputy
Alfred
AG.
Tiayebo.
Yes,
Okay.
Alfred Tiayebo.
Frank Davis. Okay. Yeah.
Radio station you can call your own.
I love Radio Gold 90.5.
We honor the invitation of the police here. We have been in the room with them all the number of hours that you have also waited here.
So far, what are the why was there a long delay, and what are the charges so far?
Well, there was a delay because obviously, there is an inquiry and an interrogation into the complaint. So we were assisting the police with their investigation, so to speak. It is early days yet, so I don't want to preempt anything about charges. We just came here to honor their invitation. We are looking forward for what they will have to say subsequently. At least we have also told them what we know about the complaint, so we'll be waiting for them in due course.
As far as your take about the petition, do you think it's just a political thing, or...
But what is your take?
I am a journalist.
I'm also a lawyer. What is your take? A matter which has received judicial pronouncement. This Japati, this is the first time you are hearing it. No. This complaint has been made already. It has received a judicial pronouncement. So what? Is it
Love Radio Gold.
Yes. In fact, I think
Radio
that's
station.
that's the argument I've been hearing. The argument that it said the matter has received judicial pronouncement. What that means that a court of law has commented on it. So they feel that should settle the matter.